on our plate, the conversation is a simple one. The sense of entitlement, who owes who what. When it comes to the entertainment space, the sense of entitlement is overwhelming. Some people feel, oh, you owe me this. You need to do this for me. You need to do that for me to get here. You also deserve to do this because I am this, I am that. Tonight, we are getting all the details on that one. So who owes who what when it comes to the sense of entitlement? The media, bloggers, entertainment critics, program show host and all of that. That is the conversation for tonight. So starting from the angle of my panel for my show tonight, Brahmans, the sense of entitlement in the entertainment space. Your panel.
Mm-hmm.
Who owes who?
Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody owes anybody anything. I mean, we should come to that realization that the support you get is optional. People will decide to support you, not because you deserve the support. Let me use myself as an example. I started building a brand, Dear Gospel Musician. Now, the whole project was aimed at projecting the gospel musician, talking about the gospel musician, talking about gospel projects from the musicians, songs, programs, basically branding, everything concerning the musician. But I needed something to push it, a caption for it. So I started with Dear Gospel Musician. Now, I went to the extent of even branding my car, Dear Gospel Musician. Nobody supported that. I have gone to the extent of starting a website where I am projecting gospel musicians from the Western region. I am pushing the gospel agenda, doing podcast videos, doing live videos and whatever to push gospel musicians. Now, the gospel musicians that I'm pushing, I am not getting all of them jumping on board to push and support what I am doing. And I don't hold anybody to it because nobody owes me support. I owe myself support. So when it comes to the self-entitlement, that entitlement spirit that is eating a lot of people up, it is neither here or there, because at the end of the day, you know your vision. You know what the long-term goal is. So why are you expecting other people to jump on board to support before you feel you are doing what you need to do? When people come on board to support you as a musician, as a media person, as whatever, it is a plus. I have this saying, I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I have this saying that is one of the things that drives me. Support yourself so much to the point that you become an attractive brand for someone else to want to support you. When you support yourself to that point, that is when someone would feel like, Charlie, no. Now I go everywhere and anybody sees me, dear gospel musician. Because it is always in your face. I am always in your face. I am pushing my product. I'm pushing whatever because I support myself. So I owe myself that support. I don't expect you to owe me support because you don't know that vision. I have that vision. I was called. I have that assignment to push that particular vision. So when it comes to support, nobody in the industry owes anybody support. If there's anybody who owes someone support, it is you yourself. You owe yourself all the support. But don't expect other people to support you. And then when they don't do that, you feel they are not good people. No. Because they don't owe you. God didn't give them that assignment that they should come and support you. If you look at me, you have a media person here. We have bloggers here. A blogger decides what story he wants to post. Yes, it would make sense if he talks about this particular thing that is trending and all that. Yes, and all. But at the end of the day, it is his website.
Yeah.
It is his platform. It is his data. It is his mind that he's using to write whatever he's writing. So at the end of the day, he doesn't owe you unless you are paying him to do something.
Wow.
So if the person comes on board to support, that means they have seen something that is worth supporting. The big question is, are you worth supporting? Are you an attractive brand enough for me to want to support you? Listen, there's this statement that Pankasa, right?
Yeah.
That's how it's said.
Yeah.
Royal beats don't rattle. Anna,
Good beats don't
good
rattle.
beats or
whichever way.
Right, yes.
But if we're royal,
yes.
I mean,
but basically,
it should be good to be a royal.
basically, what it says is that, from what I can deduce from it, is that if it is good, it doesn't really need to make noise for people to see that value.
Yeah.
It sells itself.
Because I have not even seen a Maserati or a Bentley commercial.
Something like Gary, nobody does adverts for Gary.
It's something like
No,
the other one.
no, maybe.
And the
No,
other one too. You see, that one they don't do adverts.
Nobody. No, let me use Gary. Nobody does adverts for Gary, but you see, Gary is something that everybody values because we understand what Gary does for us. So before you expect people to come on board to support you, are you commercial enough? Are you sellable enough? Are you
weighty?
If you are not, check yourself. Build yourself to the point whereby you yourself look attractive for other people to come on board. Listen, let me end with this. There are people in this country, let me just use Ghana. That's, you see them posting or pushing something. They won't come and tell you, you end up sharing it. A particular example, I'm gospel biased, Joe Mettle. Someone like Dinah Hamilton.
Never.
Someone like Nava in the Western region. Someone like Ifua Black. Someone like Mama Amy Newman. They won't put something there and come and force you see it and you post it, you share it your own. Because you have seen something good and it is worth sharing. The big question is, are you worth sharing?
The big question is, are you worth sharing? This is a big one, indeed, a big question. So let me come to you, Shanti. You being a media person, the sense of entitlement. Some people feel, oh, I'm a radio personality. When you release a song, you have to call me and tell me that, oh, I've released a song. So how do we go about it? Come and see me in my studio. If you want me to even play your song, some no could feel. So to motivate me, this sense of entitlement allegedly coming from the side of the media.
Coming from the side of the media.
Yeah, it's been alleged that this is the sense of entitlement coming from the side of the media.
Okay.
And you release a song, and some no feel to motivate me. You don't just send me the song via WhatsApp. You can sometimes come to my studio and see me. You people, we will hype you, and when you get there, people forget us. So you people too can't even give us pressure. This sense of entitlement allegedly coming from the side of the media. Who owes you that?
The media, who owes us that?
Yes. Why do you think people owe you that?
We are not asking anybody to do anything for us. So.
Okay.
We release when you send you my no means can you bomb man. Yanka the lacking you. Yanka the master. Well, where I wanted to start from is God created us all. And then we know that God knows everything. But or say mom pie. Empire ye bono. Ye hear dear, and I can't say, I don't hear yen, na ye don't yam in him. But ya make queer support on my day hina. It's why there. Also, yes, sounds young 1 penny and chan, and the madam me had the madam me. Why do I say, oh no, who soon to madam for me name on him a town far while a trying will soon, but what's more 1 pay for protection? Why do you want to wait for me to pray before you protect me? This is coming from God, oh, the superior being. So now, if you sit you're somewhere as a musician and you feel like Nanama Shansi, I'm meeting here, you'll be out from a new radio station, I owe you, the musician, an airplay.
Support me, bombing.
Okay, KPIs in Puno on count there. You owe this musician.
But since you are in the region, push our push you on. Push who? Oh, the artist here.
Who?
Oh, why are you doing that?
No, my own is wait, don't laugh. But me mad no from iron's and perspective. Me get a small breakdown. We me farm one. Na one task. Ejuma me ye baby I me ejuma. You find that if you are not the only people not paying rent, then we are one of the people not paying rent. My company now, you rent product twinchen. You find that you rent. Look at the huge sum of money you tia. Since you are doom so fuel and nipato. Odugu ne genset mu na se station ko offer power abano. Bisa wonde ahen na nipa da se ni yifi ni kotokumu. The same radio station or water kwadu krom hade ya. What kada one advertise pa 1 hour one advertise e be dey yeske da the body. Ya phone point fan tonchen. Now say ye ba oye what can then enyama nketenketa ye ba sesa ewo ebia technicalities kakra enyama ye ba sesa 1 or 2 things eba tax nkotimpa nipa tua wo radio station. Sister, you are also into the media. You can testify to what I'm saying. The amount of money being put in this whole radio thing. Nipa boy better if you know also you know boy now from him. The amount of money being pushed in this whole thing before you can hear someone come on air or you can hear music play on air is not a joke. So you don't sit where you sit and fold your arms and then to show now, but I catch him and say, now my chance, you're not playing my music, you're not supporting me. I owe you?
The boys say the media doesn't support.
Do we owe you?
Ketcher also said that the media is weak. That is why the boys are not going far.
Okay. I wanna where you're strong. So, mommy, yeah, we don't owe anybody airplay, music play, interviews, nothing. But however, where I sit, I sometimes see people. The way post be some people can testify to that. I sometimes talk to people. I want to have a conversation with that person. I put the person on without taking anything from the person because what the person is putting out there or what the person have is very nice. Like it's so, so good to listen to. In Texas, you will be compelled to have the person on your show because the person deserves it. The person deserves it. Sometimes we have people like Aya Ramsey B. And I'm using Aya Ramsey B because Aya Ramsey B, meton catch day. Say, I don't know now really lay them example. Say, you find a DJ, na say, ebia eroko ejuma, na say Aya Ramsey B afo anopa, na say onwe dun koma. Sisi Aya Ramsey B na jabo with him. Oye den na ebo nyuma ebe kai na di need na die den. Eda aka ho. We are in a city where obi yenonyum na say opeda our media person no any favor almost go any favor upon all your busy schedule. Oh please, I have a song out there I want you to play for me, which I don't owe you any airplay, but okay, let me listen to the song. Send me the song, let me listen to it. If it's good, if your song is no good, I won't play it. And that is one thing. Me, if you even want me to mention you on radio, I won't do it. I'm a man, yo. I won't do it because the more I mention you, the more I put your name or your brand in the hands of people, and it's something people are paying for. You're not paying me for it.
So do you want to be paid for it?
I'm not saying that, but people feel entitled there, or there, shout out, or there.
But do you want to be paid for it?
Sister, it's not like do I want to be paid for it. It is something that if you go to other places, it's normal. I'm telling you the gospel truth. People,
creatives now.
Creatives, man.
Boys, musicians.
Everybody.
Not everybody. I'm a mutia.
Everybody. Yeah, if you say no obi or media juma we be akumase and abude akran ne kasenwa.
The conversation is
different. Just for the fact that you are on air, right? Like Hetty, air. Someone might see you. Oh, this is Hetty.
But I sometimes get that around.
I mean, I've not gotten that, so I can't say. I mean, I don't mean experience. Remember, and fine, but I mean, so I won't say that. And even it should have been even much more than what you're getting because you've been in the space for 4 years. People know you a lot. A whole lot of people knows Hetty. So if it is normal for someone to see Hetty and give Hetty something just because you want me to mention, it's paid for when you go to Kumasi just to mention my name on air. The fact that I bet on one came in water and puna me dehydrated me obit the mad no who I done a bomb me didn't air or more baby. But how they feel like all day, yeah. Why there or you was said it all day? Atas, I don't know if you feel or you was said it, yeah, and yeah, no WhatsApp. But so your man said, Mammy, thanks a yellow to the food of some cacaba. Thanks a deeper loot. There was this time, I'm not saying this to embarrass anything, but GRA, what did they because, sister, on your easy. Then you see somewhere you go there, you're there, you're like, you don't play my music, I don't play your music. I mean, music never bueno, or by force was the mobile. I'm asking you, or by force. Anybody can sit and insult me.
But from Accra.
They are saying that you play the
I play music on America there. I play.
Rest.
So Sarkodie has given us a reason to play his music.
Oh, so our boys here haven't given you any.
That is why I'm telling you that I play music. When I listen to music, I feel like this music is good. I do that. Mr. Boy, somebody when interview whatever they won't you know how many interviews I've done here in this city. Ask them how many of them have given me money to interview them on my show.
Interview me.
As an entertainment presenter or journalist.
Yeah, means.
You understand?
It's
someone you can ask them. If anybody
says,
if anybody says, "Say, I mean, my charge when it's got the when interview," and be someone the woman, some of them want to reach out, but some of them, so Marcus, reach out. You can ask Grozy Swish will say,
please,
Grozy Swish.
Thank you.
No, it didn't mean you're right. So okay. I don't have any issues with you. You can ask Grozy Swish. It didn't know. Oh, you mean baby? Atasa. Manjana Capre. Bisano. I just saw his works. I feel like, okay, I want to interview this guy. I interviewed him. So if I come across your work, and that is if you are working hard enough to put your works out there for us to see. Now me say, oh please, send a song. Let me listen to the song. You send me link. I send him a link. Hetty, you for baby, I'm twitching me a very busy person.
Big woman. Yeah.
Me a very busy woman. I'm a very busy woman. I don't care what. Tell them to stop laughing. I'm a very busy woman. I don't care what you think I do. But even if I'm busy with my boyfriend, I'm a very busy woman.
Yes, you are very busy.
I might not. Sometimes I have so many unreplied messages on my phone. And yet I don't want to reply, but I don't have the time. Sometimes people see me and be like, "Hey, I'll put you send a message for Facebook." You don't reply.
So why don't you reply my own?
Man, shut out, Hetty. I can give you my phone and you go through my DM. The number of messages on my phone.
So your hot cake.
I open the. I go to my messenger. I go to my messenger. Now me call through messages now. Now me like. Because
overwhelming.
I can't reply all of them. It's
girl.
plenty. I just get
it's plenty.
And I just go back.
It's a simple question. None of them even. I see.
But stop that. You understand? So sometimes on your day, be an independent presenter, no there, and I'll feel a big go. But no, listen. Imagine you giving me your song to play for you. I'm a pen man call site was a digital so man can call download one your mono. On Obama in Kenyasika. I'm a pen, just one person that I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm playing your song on air. People listening via tune in. I won't interpret the hard day. Our different regions and countries. What better wait? Now once or takrade and outside takrade also what better wait? Now say send you the mama about some and what will it take from you? You send me the link to open and then download your song, then come and play. Me download your head and I know. With them, me transfer me do pen drive or do me transfer me do computer no do. Namo bomb demo. Hey, me your production for me show. Please, we can't do that. Give us a reason to do that for you. Give us a reason to play your songs for you because the amount of money we put into this whole thing. So I am papa dia crampon up, sister. Minimum how is car. Oh yeah, city. Internet say obi le pump is kagu ne company. Na say it's a baby na feel that no. Our presenter, our for you mo ho. Into other by force say, hey, or from a Jerry Boy to other Bomonyuma. Big ups to Jerry Boy. He's a very cool, good guy, good musician who is pushing enough. I love him so much.
Nice one. And see, Babe, to wrap up on your side, and I want to quickly find. So now, what should the boys do?
What should the boys do? First of all, don't
We are looking for solutions because they feel the media doesn't support them. They say the media supports.
no.
They say the media support is one way.
which is one way near
They feel that nipa bako penyum na mobo. It's like they feel you people are so much of Kofi Kenyatta, you know, and you people have left them. So right now, what should they do?
I should put them. ACC, so I showed them. Now, support, you know, or you have a support and watch you know. That is my first question. Which kind of support are they looking for? That is my first question to the guys saying all these things. I know there are some guys out there, some up and coming artists here in Takrade, which will actually say that no, these things that the boys are saying are not true because they know that the media is not like how they are portraying it to be. Into me, there's some group of people be so also they feel like no, media more by na worry no. Into about support. This is a question. About support. Now boys now what out there, what the media no, what the support one. Because if you release your song, now say reach out to what can then presenters, DJs nowadays. Which you are friends with. Sometime a DJ called on my show. Oh yeah, Juma radio premiere. Is it DJ Mysterious? He was listening to my show. He called on that show that very day to say that. I don't know. I think that person is quite popular. But remember, so releasing your market and there on board. Now I reach out to honor them DJ. The on board you know farmer no so okay. On send them farmer number. Or send a link the man. Anyway. It's sometimes you don't know what they really want. Some of them are so pompous. Some of them. I've reached out to someone who is an up and coming artist here in Takrade or you're very known here in Takrade or feel that we're dragging. I reached out to that person by the 2 times. I'm going to turn them down. I'm like so. I reached out to that person 2 times. The person has turned me down.
I
don't want issues. But then these same people will sit. I think they were part of the people that were doing this whole banters and all that. This same person will sit and say that I am a media and put this will support one person. Will support one person.
Origia.
But this one person.
And a Hindu. Origi and a Hindu and a Boboda da be.
Hetty,
what's a BC or telly?
I don't even know. I'm whenever you mean follow. One beef no, I don't follow so. Not make up simple.
On your exciting.
Essay.
On your interesting.
Not really, but beef no will beef won't beef more yet though. Beef will beef now I will beef for so I am for so well.
Walking in and beef.
Beef will beef for one beef for now beef swing. Beef will beef no be a share when you post no be a beefer. Charlie, you should beef hard and stop what you are doing. So this same person will sit and be like, oh, the media doesn't support. But me, from where I sit, I felt like, okay, let me have an interview with you, which is a way of supporting you. I don't know which other way, if you want me to take money from my pocket and give you to invest in your music, if that is what their support mean, then fine. One can enter that. But if it's about you kind of say interviews, playing your music and all that, I mean, if your music is that good, why not? We are going to play it. But first of all, don't feel you are entitled.
Nice one. Cristero, you've been an entertainment critic for some time. Do you feel that sometimes your job or some of the things you people say gets to the boys and it makes them feel that you people don't support them? How should it be done? Do you people feel you see sometimes these boys feel that when you criticize them it means you don't like them, you don't support them, but
now one position one brand and style be
what do they owe you?
You see, one thing that you're supposed to know is that if a musician or if we're creative, you are in a creative space, and then someone criticizes your work, you should be very happy. It should give you some kind of happiness. It means that people are monitoring me, people are following my work. Because some people will work, put it out there, and no one talks about it. So if you get the opportunity to be talked about, that should give you it should give you smiles. And it is about how you are able to get these ones, get the criticism, and how you manage it. It is about how you ride on those criticism. So be happy. If people are criticizing your work, you should be happy because you cannot know it all.
But it looks like some of our brothers down
No,
here.
you should. That's the problem. That is the problem. You should be happy that someone is monitoring you, someone is following you, someone is following your work.
Don't you think, as an entertainment critic, sometimes you people do personal criticisms, not
That is
constructive
it.
criticisms?
Sometimes the criticisms are very constructive. They take it personal. So when
like criticizing somebody's
when
the head and why do you people sometimes do that?
No.
The thing is, focus on the talent. It's the song.
I remember.
No, Hetty, the packaging is so come.
I remember.
What has
An
the person's
artist-
what has the person's mouth got to do with the song?
I remember. So those are aside. But I remember, telling an artist to concentrate on his music career than concentrating on his skin color. Yes.
This hits different.
Yes. So the artist was actually complaining that they had left him in some category
He was busily bleaching.
Yes, he was busily bleaching.
Okay.
And that artist was complaining that they had left him in a certain category in some award scheme, and he was complaining all over the place. I said, Masa, yes, concentrate on your music career and stop concentrating on your skin color.
Maybe that one too.
So if I say this, how are you going to take it?
You should talk about the song.
Sit down.
What has the color got to do with the talent?
You have to sit down and analyze the statement. Sit down.
Did you hear people criticizing Michael Jackson so much that Michael, focus on the music and stop the bleaching?
He was doing good music and he was not complaining.
Fine,
but you see, and Michael Jackson was not complaining about not being nominated in a certain award scheme. He was not complaining that people were not supporting him. He was doing his work. You wouldn't even criticize because he was doing the work. When he steps on stage, he will perform. You will like him.
So you feel that when there's more job to be done,
if you are doing your work, time. And people talk less about those ones.
Look at people like Sarkodie.
Sarkodie
what
is
don't
doing.
They say about him?
Yes,
but they say Sarkodie is stingy.
but you still post and share his things.
Yes,
he still does good music.
People play Sarkodie's songs, and people don't go out there, telling Sarkodie to, bring a certain and all of that. People, when you hear that Sarkodie has dropped something, you go out there looking for it to play. That is the level he has gotten to.
So why can't you put our boys on that level?
No, Hetty,
it's
boys, me patron me chwa no kitwe. Boys no, I was say omusua de efri sa artist ya omoka say na ye bo omonyum na ye gya omone ade. Ofa obi ti se Kofi Kenata, ofa obi omoka say ono na ye concentrate on. Ofa obi ti se Sarkodie. I won say enyom no na eyom ultimate goal. Other things no ho. But I am a creative squad need private lives. But these people are living their private lives and we know nothing about it.
Oh, but our boys too, yes.
Which boys?
You see,
you
see, what you have to understand is that Nipa not one year presenter, whoever, or yen ejuma. You understand? And so, if you want the person, say, me na me choose to say me year presenter, DJ, whatever, whoever, I want to play these songs. If you want me to put aside those songs and play yours, now anofafa maybe I'm the man. What are you telling me? Your business na
So for you, so you think the boys are supposed to, if they need that thing, they should pay?
Masa, there should be a conscious effort. The other time, DJ Magic George was here telling us that
I miss him today.
Yes, he said that at a point in time. Look at how big Stonebwoy is. They set an agenda.
They all pay you.
They pay to DJs.
So now
they all pay you.
The boys should learn how to pay.
No, listen.
For them to play his songs.
These big names that we see like that, they be all born on your crowd. They pay you.
I am telling you.
So they sort nationally.
Because I know Davido and Whiskey, they fly into Ghana.
Yes.
Pay DJs.
Magic George was here and he was saying that sometimes they set that agenda.
Maybe
They'll go to club A, club B. They will give the DJ.
They are now coming, so why don't we support them now?
You are now coming. Yeah, there was a way. Yeah, there was a way. Yeah, one yom no ho. Man's na home feel say me. I was a me born yom by force.
Let me give an example. Someone like Famille. Someone like Famille. Famille didn't blow because a extra way be or yeah. But see, Famille was hungry for success. And Okoye acoustic version of Nothing I Get. Yeah. And boom, it just went viral. And that is when Famille came mainstream or Bayadian. See, keep working. I said something. Keep supporting yourself to the point whereby you become attractive enough for people to want to even support you without any kind of commitment.
Hetty, I want to say this thing. Nobody cares about you. So baby, success
has many friends.
Into one presenter now on Anka, so I finding the way to a place I will feel it's also about you. You don't even know how and also so fight you Drew Honum. And on also been a finished. I said the mayor doctor now say, we are in a wound this country. What's a meeting show by force. And here by force, there was a meeting show.
Cristero,
yes.
As a panel, sometimes some things you people see. How some of you criticize the boys.
Why do you dance?
Let me tell you.
They have feelings. Don't you think these things make it look like Takrady media or the media? What do you call the panel or the critics?
Critics.
When you people on the show, all you people do is bash. You people are killing the spirit of the voice.
Unfortunately, when you say the good things,
it doesn't
those
fly.
Good things don't fly. When you say good things, there are so many, countless occasions that I've said good things about artists here or even across, but those good ones did not fly. But once you go the other way, when you see something wrong and you criticize it.
Don't you think it's normal that bad news flies?
So then why are you not focusing on the good ones as well? And you see, that is why I said from the beginning that if someone criticizes your work, you should be happy that someone at least is following me. My work is being followed. He wants people to talk about. I have a friend in the media space, and he will tell me to just listen to his show. When he's done, I should criticize him. Give him. He wants to hear that because most of the time he hears people saying, "Oh, ekoye," and all of that. But that is not what he wants to hear always. He also wants to hear the other side. Ankoye, he wants somebody to tell him that, and then ankoye. So there are people who want that. So if you are fortunate enough to have people to criticize your work, you should be happy enough. And you don't want our space anymore. And so if you get that opportunity, you see, a human was set with people amount obi home put me set the agenda. Say mon come home same.
Yeah.
People set that agenda. Say mon come home same. I want you people to talk about me. Now what your artists na say encounter home same. Say why you raw?
Elaje. This is coming from Cristero. Let's take a quick turn. One way back, another side of the conversation follows.
Mineral water, in Poncio. Shashamali says so.
We are back from that quick commercial break, and to the other side of the conversation, we have Richard Willie joining us in the studio. From the side of a blogger, he's been a blogger before, he still writes, and so I will still give him the crown of being a blogger. So he joins us from the perspective of a blogger. We still have Shanzi here joining us from the side of a media, and also Cristero from the point of an entertainment critic. Yeah. So, Kobe, let me quickly pick it from your side. So, the sense of entitlement from the bloggers. The
bloggers?
Yes. So, the sense of entitlement, allegedly, coming from the side of the bloggers, is that they feel that the boys need to pay them to do their job. When you release a song, it's not compulsory that I have to pick the song and then play, what do you call it? Write about it, like how these blogs do. When you have an event, it's not by force that I'm supposed to be there. It's not by force for me to be putting spotlight on you. I'm doing my job. You need to pay me. This sense of entitlement from the bloggers, coming from the boys. You people who don't support them, but you have time to write stories about the Sarkodie, the Shatterwilds, the Stone Boys and all that. How do we go about this?
Okay,
What
so-
even causes that? And is it true that you people have this sense of entitlement?
Okay, so it's not a sense of entitlement. I always use this example for people. When people talk about blogs are like olden days newspapers. It is just an example of a newspaper. Now, people go and buy slots on newspapers back then, PMP and the rest.
Yeah.
You go and buy slots to advertise what you have. So if someone has a blog and you are a musician and you want them to talk about you, it's like you going to Daily Graphic, going to anywhere telling them they should write about your music or anything of that sort. If those people are talking about the likes of Sarkodie and the rest, let me give you this round analysis when it comes to marketing. It is a marketing game. The artist who is big is a market the blogger wants to tap in. You, the up-and-coming artist, you are also trying to tap into someone's market. If you are trying to tap into someone's market, what do?
You put in.
You pay. It is not a free venture. The blog the person is running is not a free blog. As I now, I know domains and things. At the end of the day, you are paying around $500 for a year. A blogger is paying over almost $500 to work on his hosting, domain, developing, and all those things. So if the person looks at that and every day, we event we post free, and the person is not getting money. How is the person generating funds? This is for just those who have a website. Now let's look at even the normal Facebook posting and all those things. Some people have weak pages that they would have to even boost it, where they would have to run ads and all those things. But at the end of the day, I come and cover your event and you tell me, me that's so me hater me kill. That is never how the work is done. In every structure, when you're an artist and you are building, you should know that your talent is just 30% of the job. The job, your talent is just 30%. You need the right people around you. So if you want to start music and I want to do music, I want to be Christerio music, you need to sit down, look around you. You don't have money to afford the big managers, but you have a friend who has a little marketing background, who has gone to school to study marketing. Approach the person, let the person understand the vision. You have a friend who is into social media, he understands how the game goes. Tell the person to do it. Have a manager, let the manager go into the understanding of the music business. Today, I'm saying this on platform like this, and it's big. You see the reason why all of a sudden Dope Nation is a big name in the country again? Because some of the members in their team were sent to Nigeria to go and study. Just last year. And all of a sudden, look at the results they are getting this year.
Yeah.
It tells you the music work is a process. If you are doing something, you should know, this person is around me. I don't have the money to get the Kwame Dazes and the rest. So those around me, they should have those education. Try and empower them to have those sort of education, because what they have is what applies in your work. In the music industry, it is a tree. As an artist, you have a tree. Everybody has a role they play in your life. I know you don't have the amount of money to get big guys. So the little you have, just use your mind and get the right people around you. Yours is just to do music, because that's what you love. You have no knowledge on how my royalty goes, who is uploading my music. You don't know all those things. So you need the right people around you to push whatever you are doing. But for the bloggers, I have my newspaper. If I decide to write about you, that is me. It is not by force that the fact that we are in the same vicinity, I have to be talking about you. Nobody does that.
Don't you think maybe that's the way of, supporting the talent for them to get up
But
there?
I can't support everybody. A day, there are 1 million songs I listen to. I meet probably 1,000 artists. There are over, let me say, no names are like 20 in this town. Can I support all the 20 artists? I can't. I would definitely need to have someone who has a relationship with me.
So you suggest they should build relationship?
There should be relationship. There's no way there's an artist, I meet you in town, you bypass me and we go. You should try and say, but your minimum, oh, really? Oh, what's then? You know, but you mean your number. starts there. I'm not saying come and give me money. Me, I always say it is not the money that I'm looking at, because if it works out well and the person is a big artist, one way or the other, you might not get money from the person, but you might not. Me, I started working with Dope Nation from 2018. There was nothing like, oh, my miska me say. But at the end of the day, omudi huska me dino. I don't support chance or mummy one city or 2 cities. But because they made you understand what you were getting yourself into, the relationship you were building. So you, the artist, you need to meet the media person. Oh, make sure Hetty, oh, sister Hetty, or to then we start even try picking some sort of friendship. Hey, state, who's supposed to do him feel? Please, can we be friends? I'm an artist, I do music, blah, blah, blah. Can I have your number? Maybe or bet you know what I'm from more. But at least you've had that contact with the person. The Shansi Kasam, Iram's being awesome. I always say this, that is the reason why that boy is where he is. Though he's not a big name, but the level he got to was because of that. Because look at this show we are doing. How many of them would even watch? But these people, Aya would watch the show, and that's when he meets you, the conversation you had on air, he will have the same conversation with you. And you are like, oh wow, so this guy listens to what I'm saying. Once in a while, he calls you, oh, Charlotte, then he's not giving you money, but we bear come here. I say, you are there, December, no problem. It won't point share, but he said that it's in your head. So top of the mind awareness. When you go on air and you're having a conversation, his name clicks. Just like that. You've not done anything for him. The same thing applies to the same blogging situation we are talking about. If you are close to the blogger no post an artwork, video, how many of these boys even share artworks from the media houses they are talking about supporting? ABR, Onekingmultimedia, what a talent show. You are a big artist. You are not coming for the talent show. But what stops you from sharing the link online for those on your timeline to see okay, media house will employ you. You don't do that, but you want the support the other way around. You are not supported, but you want support from the other way around. So I always feel like these people have that sort of entitlement and they need proper orientation. If they are oriented well on how the music goes, how the music business goes, this is the way, this is the do's and don'ts in the industry, they will move on. But I don't know that. So today, an artist will sit and say, the media, they've selected a few people they would want to support and all. I mean, too, that you also selected a few media personalities and did a song with their name. Did someone talk about that? No one said that. Did anyone say, oh, okay, you selected a female presenter and you did a song with her name? Nobody said that. It is a choice.
Which is that?
No, but I know he did, what's his name? Origi did a song for what's her name? Munachi.
Yeah.
And the same guy also said the media are picking people to do that for. It is the same thing. Out of the 1,000 presenters in this town, he actually picked one person and did a song for the person.
Beautiful.
A beautiful presenter. Munachi is a very beautiful lady. He did that with her name. Nobody complained about that. So why they are saying they are selecting people to push? Because I know him. I know him from afar. I've seen him at events and all those things. But he's not somebody I've even had a conversation with. And I always say he's good. The first time I heard about him was the song he had with Bobo Dadabi. That song, I was on the WMA board when they were doing the selection. I was like, wow, all these songs are in this town. Anyway, he's good. But again, the approach is an issue. Back then, when WMA started, they were talking about, they should add hip hop artist of the year category to the thing, blah, blah, blah. And James, who was the chairman of the board at that time, said, he doesn't know any of the boys in this town. He's challenging them. He has a show on radio. They should come. And I can tell you for a fact that after that approach, that was when we saw the likes of the Castor Troys, we saw the Nemesis Losos, the Bobo Dadabis, all those boys, because there was an approach. Because when they said, I feel like, hey, when Pumuntum on Conin channel, hey, Hetty no Castle already, Hetty the Muntum, but Hetty is human like you are. It is just an approach. Chances human as you are.
I'm going to say a fine girl, but Sebio.
And that's on the other side. But it's an approach. Hetty. And then if I am an artist and I approach and I say, oh, Sister Hetty, I'm an artist. This is my new song. No, that's how it goes. I have a new song, and I want you to listen for me and tell me what you think about the song.
When
Tiempo at least. We
have artists from the region. who I will call them big artists because they are not underground, who actually gets their
Do that.
songs, send it to me. Oh, Hetty, Charlie, listen to this song and give me your feedback.
Exactly.
And it could take like 2 months before they even release the song. They should tell you they are doing a lot of checks.
That
and
is
works
that is the marketing survey.
Yeah.
They are surveying to know
If
you
it's gonna
are
work.
or you are on air. Is this what when I bring out it would sell? That's what they are. But you don't do that. And
You
they'll
just-
tell you,
you
"May
just-
release you more." When you're for free
I
about.
say, but for Frabu.
You see,
But that's
and you see, and the mentality most of them have is, or they mean investor. Hey, Adam Shishani investor, me investor. Hey,
Told you that.
who told you that? There are rich people who still don't have hit songs too. There are people who have money but they don't have songs. They don't have hit songs. It is because there is no proper planning. There is no relationship. You understand? There are people in this town that but they've got links to the big platforms in Accra that can put you on.
One talent that I must commend the team for, is like on the daily, they find ways and means of linking up with the media. If not the entire media, one or two people. Saliem.
Yes, I've
The last
seen
time,
that.
aside the party they did, the last time I was in the studio and the next thing is they are here. I'm like, okay, because that is the notion with almost all
Everybody,
the
or the
when
new
we
band, or
see
the who know.
you understand me, thank you. So I was like, oh, new one be a drop piano. Oh no, we're in town and we decided to pass by just to say hello. And they actually came with lunch.
And then here.
Eh.
Do you know even
They
now?
came with-
Do you know even?
And she did not even have my number. She was like, oh, I don't have your number. But where do you have any there? Oh, my number nini. And
Like I said.
once a while she texts.
That's all they
"Hello,
did.
how are
They
you
the talk.
doing?"
You see?
It's
It's not that send them a broadcast. I'm not saying send me your broadcast.
I don't eat anywhere. Thank you.
You
don't eat anywhere.
They know the ones they brought you, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, it's the relationship. It's the relationship they are building with you. That's relationship building.
That is why IRM ZB can freely send you broadcasts of Indomie and I don't get bored.
yes, because every time he's sending.
You listen. Aya will sometimes call you. Hetty, or today, bibi abokoa.
You understand?
How are things now? How is he tries to give you this feel that
He thinks about you.
yeah. So you just go on air and you play his music.
So such a person, if you go online and you see a post from him on his timeline and you feel like he's organizing an event, why wouldn't you share? If you scroll past that post, something in your head clicks. Oh, buy an ID, so I had the people. Let me share.
Now, yeah, like I said before, but who on social media, not that send no personally.
He's
Not that send
building.
personally.
Like I keep saying, it's about building the relationship, but you don't have it. These boys. I just want to hold my words on some of these things because this blogging job. I started blogging in 2012. Then I went into entertainment blogging from 2016 till now. And if I tell you the number of artists who have come through the same process, it will shock you. They come into the music scene. Oh, senior man, may release you one share. They don't support me. Who else you support?
okay. So now, Willie, what would you suggest that the boys do? We're now you're looking for solutions.
Initially, I said, like, it's part of the submissions I made. I said, build a good team. Get the right people around you. Get people who
Have you
understand.
realized that most of the boys here they now have friends? Me and my boys.
That's not a problem.
No, but then what do the boys do?
That's what I say. It's not a problem. If within the boys there is one who is willing to learn and study the game, then you are good to go.
Are you willing to teach?
For me,
Yeah.
someone sent me to school to teach me. So if I would also do it, bring money. It's not
So
free.
you're willing to teach, but it should be
Oh,
paid.
definitely. Because I always say this, that every time when we come and sit here, the conversations we have here is a seminar. I don't need to organize a big seminar to say, hey, Shansi, come and sit here. Let me tell you about how the music business is run. While we sit here and have conversations, it pops up and we educate. So it's a form. So if they are ready to learn, they should listen to the entertainment shows that happen within the region, outside the region. They should be listening, getting to know up-to-date things that change in it. Because the industry rule, remember, the industry rule changes all the time.
Yeah.
every year it comes to there is a new format however anything works. So if you're an artist and you are pushing, okay, we are in a new year. Me who say almost has more radio, so then let me try and use this formula for my new song. Because what you are doing is a try your luck thing until it works. All these things are things you should do, but our people fail to do all those things and they finish and they are pushing blame. So my own is build a good team, have people who would be ready to learn, steady and know, okay, there are 12 rules. Now we're about to release a song. Let's try rule 1, rule 2. So we get to the rule that would end up helping us. Because your job is just to sing. Come and sing and go. Sing when they should tell you when you come for interview. These are the things you say and go. Because you don't understand. The moment you add it to your job, you start frustrating yourself. That's when a person say, "Bimo yenyom kakra, why depressed?" Because on one end, he's not a marketer, but he's trying to market his own music. Into so I can't fin. But if he had, Hetty is part of my team. She's now my PR. When Hetty goes on air, she's talking about my songs and all of those things. At least that's one click. Hetty is a media person. Now she has friends in the media space. I want to organize my listening. I have a song listening I'm doing. So Hetty, please call all the media people who can help. Because you are in the space, you don't find it difficult. But me nkophobia manka someone me twifo na me nkede me frɛ media person bia 1-1. You wouldn't know everybody. But because it's your field, you know people.
Would you suggest that this is a general question for all? So Shanzi, I'm picking from you. Do you suggest that our artists should at least have one media person in their camp? Would you suggest this for them?
Well, yes, that is a good idea. Having at least one person from the media to help you out when you want to do your promotions, just as they want us to play their music, you understand? The right people, the whole music thing has to go to and all that. I think that is a good idea. But let me add this to it, that these same people talking about the media, talking down on the media, that we don't support them, we don't do this.
This brings me to, I think there was one post made by Hindu More. I'm sure our producer will put it on the screen. When he said some awful things, I think it came off as an insult to the media and bloggers.
Presenters and the rest.
Yes, so I'm like, you say this about the media, and what are you expecting again? You downplay the effort of the media, and what do you expect again? You now have a new song, which is beautiful, but who should play? The Otele presenters? Shanzi.
Okay.
Shanzi,
so,
let me.
Hetty, just like you are saying, these people, Hindu Yekanwasim is one person. I've heard people from the media talking good about his songs.
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yes, he's one person. I've heard
really like.
People from the media talking.
Yeah, he's one
very,
cool guy.
Positive things about his songs and his talent.
I don't know what happened this time around.
I don't know him personally, but then I've heard good things about him, and it's from the same media people they are talking about.
Yeah, personally, I have a good relationship with him, but then what struck me was what happened this time around.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it all boils down to the team. Because if you have the right people around you, you know what to communicate and when to communicate. Kofi Kinata never comes out to post anything anyhow. Do you know even his own page, he's not the one who does the posting. There is someone who handles all those things. So before there is a post online, there is someone who understands the ground, who understands period that when you say this and it's time to defend, there's someone to defend. The post he made, he can't defend. That's why he had to change it.
He had to edit it.
Okay, so Hetty, so from what I was saying, I make us a boy see I am more hay almost say, and I am one, I am one young say no. Unim say, oko, baby to sa cry. Obi a underground wo obi a oye upcoming wo no. Oni medwuma ne te adwuma na say. Adeɛ no sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ na sɛ woyɛ ne yie na sɛ woduru baabi a wopɛ sɛ woduru na ɛwɔ sɛ wodi sika hyɛ mu nti hɔnom no yɛkɔ a ɔmo aha sɛ ɔmo expect free, but when they go to Accra and other regions, they go and they pay money to the presenters, the DJs, the whatevers to play their songs for them. But yɛnom na sɛ yɛnim wɔ hamomo asɛ yɛnom no mbetimi akasakasa enim eni ha sɛ yɛnom kwa na yɛnyɛ. Because you see, you're walking out on your moon, but over me show so quite be a countdown now. Be a countdown now. Say, and you be what has say it deserves a was a common. I freaking out a while, but they come home. Now make a way, not quack was he said. I had conversation with one or two producers here. Media no. And these producers, they were talking of how ungrateful these Takrady artists can be. How ungrateful. Sister, so more come out some say be person
no, but ingrate is so everywhere. It's no need Takrady. A lot of musicians are ungrateful.
But we are talking about Takrady right now.
No, but
we are
the example you are giving. I'm just saying,
Western
musicians are naturally ungrateful people because.
Papa.
Let me give you an example.
Oh,
today you are.
Who we are now? What they are shame. Yeah, Takrady are some of musicians for some and
2 minutes.
It's who now feel say you are entitled for me to play your songs. No, who also the same person. No, who can produce a hop beats. Yeah, what beats free the mawa. Who we are? Nyanse bi and count say oh, ni pay what beats a mama free. And if I start to mention names, there are so many people here in Takrady.
Mention names.
They know themselves. There are so many people here in Takrady. Producers about beats a mama. Sister, shishi krano ya momu bi. But
maybe ni ho.
But mommy, I first sometimes when him say yeah way, papa ya beats a mawa at least
on talk of a manana.
E can pakune ni be so. Don't nya ketsu obema no onu aso nya kesi obema. And this same person will go back and then say bi ohia bibie free wa wo ji ni sika. Into who feel listen, if don't feel listen. You people you are ungrateful, but you feel that you are entitled for us to do something for you, bro. We owe you guys nothing,
bro.
We owe you guys nothing. And if you want us to do this for you, patch of some pen so na ebe feel is okay. You say ebe amount, and the amount na so feel is all my escape for sika.
Cristero.
Yeah, so
your solution to all of these problems.
So you asked a general question that should they have someone from the media? You see, I think that you should just have a good relationship with the people in the media or some of the people. You cannot know all of them. So if, for example, Hertie, there's an artist that has a very good relationship with you and the artist does not step on the toes of other media people and, wants you to do something for, and I wants you to contact some media houses or media people to attend. I mean, you can easily do that if the person has a very good relationship with you without you being, not necessarily you being part of his team. But if the person gets you in his team, that is also a plus. But you should have a relationship in every aspect of our lives. Not only musicians having good relationship with other people, but this space relationship is key. This is a relationship job. And it's a relationship it will be very difficult for you. So create a very good relationship amongst the people that are around you, the media, whoever. Don't avoid stepping on people's toes. You should avoid that. And when you what's a criticism now? Sit down and analyze it. Take the also for free mubia because it is not easy for people to recognize you, for people to follow your work and criticize it. For baby Ephraim, don't look at the fact that the person is speaking negatively about you. You sit down, analyze it. Whatever good you need to take out of that criticism, take it out of it, and it will help you. These are the things you are supposed to do as an artist. And do your work. Concentrate on the work. Make sure you do a lot of promotion on your own. You don't wait for A or B or whatever. The little opportunity that you get out there, make good use of it, and you are good to go.
Okay, Kobe, you had something to say.
Yeah, I was talking about the same example Crystal was giving about the people around you too. The people are. Let me use Blacko as an example. You see Blacko's Rise, the first song he did, the first sermon. This guy Madonna, his I don't know if he's his manager now, but Madonna was actually a Radio Universe in Legon. So he was like an on-air person. I went to media school with him, so he was like an on-air person. So he used that platform to know people. That opened him up. So when the boys' song came out, he knew how to contact Zion Felix. He knew how to contact A, B, or C. So if you are Hetty and you're an artist, and you have someone like, maybe Cristero in your team, he's on a radio space. Now, you release a song, and you're like, okay, Cristero, this song, how do you push it? Cristero is in the space, so he knows those who do promotions. So he knows how to contact. Oh, there's a Kofi Annan here who can post for you. There is a Ghani here who can post for you. There's a Kofi Ansa here who can post for you because it is his field. But you, the artist, so you have no knowledge on what you are doing. And one thing is, if you are someone who wants to support artists, be it a producer, an investor, or whatever, you should know that musicians are naturally ungrateful people. That's one thing you can't take away. Because Nippon all struggle and there is no family member. But today, let the person have a hit song and let the family member hear, oh, Okubo should be 50,000. You would know that he has an uncle somewhere. He will have an uncle somewhere. Maybe and you are a child. In everything you do, when the family tells you, hey, I had me person do this, or someone, another investor will come from somewhere. I can invest this amount of money into your artist. So the person who initially saw the talent and invested his or her money, so musicians are naturally ungrateful people. So when you are working with them, I beg, when you cash out, take your money and let them continue.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Nice submission coming from Richard Woolley. And this is where we wrap up on our conversation tonight on Big Plates. Thank you so much for your time. We will see you same time next week.